Hi, my name is Jeff, and I'm going to make this video because I want to ask the questions that people aren't speaking about. So, if you don't know, I work for a company. Can't really see it, but here it is. By a busy motorway, which makes sense for a company that deals in distribution and orders fulfillment. But my question is, people talk about big companies not paying a living wage and people can't afford to live, and that makes sense, I understand. But you know, in a basic level, you could rent a room, right? You don't have to afford to buy a flat or rent a flat, which I know is quite expensive, and the bills are expensive. But if you're a single person, you could rent a room. So I want to understand. Buy some woodlands. You know, there's a well-trodden path. And there's curious things. For example, why is there a shopping trolley? Stolen stuff, luxury goods, just left here, abandoned. But there's more to it. I notice there's a footpath. This footpath is obviously leading somewhere. Is it somewhere safe? Well, you'll find out. It might shock you. There's more abandoned stuff. And this is pretty weird. It's a patch of woodlands. By maybe one of the world's largest companies. And here we have randomness. A flask. Another trolley. It's a security camera that's not plugged into anything, but it's guarding a home. Obviously, I'm trying not to slip and fall. I don't want to break my other foot. But nonetheless, this person's literally made a handrail out of a tree. It's quite impressive. But I just want to understand what Right. Okay, I'm making my way out of here. Don't feel safe. Ugh. And where else it goes, it's just trees. Now back to the path. We're taking the path back to the main road. Back, I want to say towards civilization, but you know, I'm going to something in Ashfield. But at least it's not Mansfield, so I suppose that's still a level better. But I just want to understand, this person is, you know, he's got electronic equipment, abandoned electronic equipment, TV screens, you know, even tried to guard it with a CCTV camera. You know, we could set someone off case, someone who's maybe not there. But this is not the only instance. You know, I've seen a person camped on the pavement once when I was coming home from a night shift. You know, I've seen around the wildlife area by the railway line, a tent there. I've seen another tent on the trees. Okay, it's not really clear on the camera because you can't see the distance so much. But people living like this, I want to understand why. What is their thinking? Are we safe? Why do they do that? It just... Why? Like, yeah, they can't afford the rent. I mean, can they not be responsible to help themselves? Would they rather think, oh, you know, I might as well be responsible and live a normal life? But they live in a tent in the mud. So I'm saying, hey, no, I'm saying, are they gone into the woods? Are they going to fix the issues? I don't know. It's looking like not. But I'm saying is, I don't understand. There's people living like this around this area. What are they trying to achieve? What do they get out of life that makes them want to live like this? Should we be scared, or should we be trying to help them? And how can we help them? Should we leave them alone and let them work themselves out their own problems? But is society safe? How can they get food? Do they just steal? Well, so many unanswered questions that no one's speaking about. The people around here, they're oblivious to it, or they just close their eyes and mind to it. And I don't even understand why people are closing their eyes to it when I'm seeing these things as plain as day. So again, why? Why is no one speaking out or acknowledging it's real when it's right there for us? This conclusion's gone on too long. Maybe you can give me answers. Good night and good morning.